It's Wednesday. I don't remember the date, but we're getting towards the middle of the month. I'm sort of sticking to this, and I'm just gonna let some stuff fly. Got myself a fresh haircut, trying to do what I'm asking you guys to do: stay positive, keep moving. Just do something all the time. I'm starting to think about some of the things that I used to say to people in groups, and when I used to talk to them, and I used to tell people just try to start with a win. Like, wake up in the morning, make your bed, and just start achieving goals right away. Sometimes like just brushing your teeth is kind of hard to get done when you're like in a depressive kind of situation, which some people are right now and some people aren't. I think I kind of go in and out of that. My glasses are foggy. So I wanted to talk about that because I'm kind of getting back into the swing of doing that stuff too, and I know it's hard for people to do a lot of times. So yeah, I mean, being surrounded with people and discussing things with people, like I've been on the phone with friends more than I have in years, just kind of having discussions like, why wasn't I doing that before? I don't really know. But this time has sort of served as a way of getting me sort of back involved with people and talking and whatever, having discussions, staying off of social media for the most part, and kind of staying away from a lot of that stuff because it's a distraction. I think that stuff is sort of designed to distract us and kind of keep us on those devices and stuff. So I'm trying to limit some of that. I started reading again, picked up a book that I haven't read in a while. I just kind of went after it. I read for a long time yesterday, like into the night. So that was kind of nice to just be sort of out of my head, but not on an electronic device. So yeah, I want you guys to sort of set reasonable goals and reasonable expectations for your day. Like, you're kind of clawing at the walls, hoping and wishing that this thing would end, but it's outside of our control. And that's the hardest part to kind of deal with. Like, we're not the masters of our own, lives right now, unfortunately. So whatever's behind that's kind of scary, but this is where we sort of find ourselves. And I worked for the government for a long time, and I learned that, we're sort of knee-jerk reacting to every single thing. So don't, like, they tell you to go one way, you turn and go that way, they tell you to go the other way. Like, this is happening at a lot of the hospitals and jobs, that they're changing precaution measures and all that stuff. Just kind of keep that stuff in front of you and keep breathing. Like, everybody's grasping at straws to try to figure out what they're supposed to do and what the appropriate thing and safest thing to do is. And you don't have to be, luckily, most of us don't have to be part of that decision-making process, because the wrong decision could end up getting somebody sick. So don't overreact to stuff. We talked about that a while ago, just not overreacting. Just kind of keep your head down and assess, like, what's really going on? What do I really need to worry about? And kind of keeping yourself the master of something, right? We want control. We want to feel like we're in control. So control your environment, right? Rearrange your house, rearrange your mind, read a book, find a new discussion to have with somebody that you haven't talked to in a long time. Stuff like that's really useful to do to keep your mind moving and not sitting and watching a screen all day, which I was doing that way too much. So I'm working on getting myself back out of that. I want to learn something new also, by reading probably, but going out and doing something or ordering something to do, learn a skill, learn something, a new hobby maybe, I don't know. But all those things can kind of help keep you distracted while you're not able to do what you want to do. And I think a lot of this, it could be a good reset for everybody. Like, we didn't realize how good our everyday life was until sort of our freedom was gone. You're able to do whatever you want, see whoever you want, go eat wherever you want, and having those sort of civil liberties available to you. And then this is in a drastic contrast to that. I think this can kind of wake us up a little bit, and we can realize what we have. We're lucky enough to live in a place where we're not in fear of being shot at every day. We're not in fear of misstepping and losing your life or being under the rule of a tyrannical government, we're not in that situation. So we're very, very lucky to be here. And the human condition is a very difficult kind of condition. But everything comes to an end. It's what you do with the time you have left, and whatever mistakes you're making or whatever missteps you're making, correct it. Like, you can't go back and change anything, but you can start from here and kind of move in a more positive direction. So I don't know. That was just a bunch of like everything. I'm working on stories from like my childhood that like I tell them a lot, not a lot, but I would tell them. But when I tell them, people really like them. So I'm working on putting a list of that stuff together, just for fun, just to have fun and kind of be goofy. And so, anyways, be good, have fun. Hope you guys.